As you saw in our last video, we are in Bisbee for a couple of days for my birthday. In 2 days. 2 days. It's my 41st birthday, the big 4-1. For 3 days, we're going to be staying in an Airbnb here in Bisbee, Arizona. And Bisbee, Arizona is this mining town in the hills of southern Arizona. And one of the things that you do in Bisbee is you do mine stuff. So we're going to tour the Queen Mine today. Everybody has asked us, have you taken the mine tour? And we've always said no. But after today, we'll get to say yes. Let's go tour a really, really deep mine that kind of put this city on the map. So this was a copper mine, and it brought up over 8 billion pounds of copper between 1877 and 1975.
Wheels turning those motors.
You ready for this?
How are you doing? Good, how are you? Having a good day? Yes. After 1945, this mine was not in use. This tunnel, of course, was not either. As you can see by the dark soot, after 1945, this tunnel was used to train firefighters. Because believe it or not, there were fires down here. This tunnel, we are in the Copper Queen mine. We have over 149 miles of track and tunnel on this mine alone. If you combine all 29 mines of Bisbee, we have over 2,200 miles of track and tunnel. Beginning, that right there was the original entrance into this Copper Queen mine. Back then called the Old Glory Hole, and up to this day remains the same. Now what was happening back then, I told you 34 years of mining. This dope took over 4 years to make. Dynamite was still used in this mine till 1975 right there. Could you lower your light a little bit? Yes, thank you. That's what the object is here. 6 holes, 4 feet deep, 3 on top, 3 on the bottom. You would hit, and then you would quarter turn this. Quarter turn your drill. Hit, quarter turn. Hit, quarter turn. What you wanted to do is you wanted to get your hole started. The miners called it collared. Now they hired 19-year-old young man called Tremors. They will fill this up, open this door halfway, fill this skid, this 1-ton ore cart all the way to here, then take it, empty it. 10 hours, a 10-hour shift, possibly having to carry a candle wherever they're going. One by one goes off, it's going to be going straight forward. All that rock. You've got to be careful with that one because that one's the one that's got the blasting cap. Then in front of these, what you're going to do is you're going to, so that when you're blasting at the end of the day, the other group is coming in. Now you can fit 10 men, okay, in that with a cager back to back. The mules, like I said, you really have to tie them good. Station wagon, honey wagon, anything goes. This right here, nice little convertible 2-seater, nice trimming, huh?
Well, that was fun. It was a quick little jaunt, about an hour through, guided on this little tram that you sit on. You just sit on it like a bike. It was nice and cool down there, oh my gosh, which is great on a hot day like this.
It was interesting too, because we've done a lot of cave tours, and I love caves. This is our first mine tour. And while not, to me, as exciting as the cave tours, you don't see as many cool things, very interesting and very intriguing to like think about the people who actually worked there and how they worked and to see how they worked. And it's very, very cool. It's very cool to be able to go down there. I would not recommend this for anyone who is claustrophobic, because it is very tight.
Some areas are pretty tight.
And I would not recommend this for anyone who has mobility issues, because you do need to get on and off the train, and there are steps. And you are standing. There's no place to sit inside. So, but I think it was definitely worth doing. I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, I think so. It's $15 a person. I mean, just looking at the infrastructure to support mining down there, much less the mining itself, but like all the wood structures so the rocks don't collapse on the miners. I mean, that alone was amazing and impressive.
And hearing about the mules, I didn't even think about that, so that was very cool.
It's
Meanwhile,
cool.
we had mentioned the RV park that's like right in town. You have to come through this parking lot to get to the Queen Mine RV Park, which is right there. So you can't get much closer.
And now for some lunch. I think we're gonna go to the Grand Hotel.
It's Bisbee Grand, yes.
What do you have there, Courtney?
Cider.
What kind of cider?
Bourbon Barrel Peach.
Bourbon Barrel. Oh, do you mind? Oh wow, that's good.
What'd you get?
I have a Copper City Ale right here in Bisbee. Well, that's good too.
Nice deconstructed burger there, Courtney.
Still gonna be delicious.
Yep, it is. And I just got the regular version, not deconstructed, with an egg. Oh, yeah.
The deconstructed's because I'm gluten-free.
Yes.
And they didn't have big enough lettuce to do lettuce wrapped, so.
And fries.
All right, that was a good place to eat for lunch, but I have to voice a little pet peeve of mine though. A little pet peeve, just a little one. You will find a lot of the places in Bisbee, especially restaurants, don't have air conditioning. Some don't even have an evap cooler. And I understand it may not have gotten as hot in Bisbee in the past, but you can blame whoever you want. It's hot here. I really wish more places would have AC, but I'm really thankful our Airbnb does. Really thankful. That place was hot. It was just hot. So we learned the other day, when you see these purple bricks in the sidewalk in Bisbee, that's actually like a skylight. It acts as a skylight for a basement underneath the building that you're currently walking by. You would never know it. I certainly wouldn't know it. We just learned this yesterday. But that is a very interesting bit of trivia in Bisbee. That's really cool.
You're not nervous, are you, Penny?
She thinks we're leaving her. We're not, you're coming with us.
You're coming with, bud.
We'll go home.
Well, that's it for us. This was a very nice place to stay in Bisbee. It's called the Mayor's Manor, I think, on Airbnb. It's built in 1900s. It's a historical house.
And it's beautiful, has air conditioning, it's so fully stocked. I have never been to an Airbnb that has so much there for you.
Soaps, shampoos, even food in the fridge, which
Yeah.
is probably from the previous people
Well,
who
no,
stay
they
here.
stock
But
it. Yeah, they stock it with eggs. They tell you there's always going to be pastries and popcorn and snacks, and that's just
coffee,
so cool. Yeah.
it's all here.
Yeah.
It's all here.
So we'd highly recommend it if you're coming to Bisbee and want to find a place to stay that's like in the middle of it all. Or we still recommend coming to Bisbee and like staying at the RV park or something, because it is a fun town. Thanks, Penny.
She always shakes when the video is rolling, or camera's rolling. Yeah.
Lock this and close it.
Good girl. All comfy? All comfy? Hey.
In 600 feet, turn left.
Trash can's completely down. Trash bags.
Oh, wow. We got some wind or an animal.
I don't know if there was anything in there.
No, there wasn't.
Home sweet home.